Sir.
Good morning, dear students. How are you? Welcome to Amar Ghar Amar School. I am Abdul Alim, assistant teacher, Univar Abdul Rashid School and College. Today, I will try to present my lecture on voice sense again. Dear students, please stay at home and be healthy. I wish you will be healthy. Thank you. Welcome to our main tasks. Dear students, in my previous lecture, we learned what is voice, what kinds of voice, how to change, and how many elements we have to change, how many sentences we can change of the voice sense. Dear students, in my previous lecture we have learned we have to change subject, principal verb or finite verb and object. And we have learned of assertive sentence. Today we are going to learn next part. In my previous lecture, in our previous class, we have learned three tenses: present indefinite, past indefinite, future indefinite. Present indefinite, if our active voice is present indefinite, how can we know it is present indefinite? In my previous lecture, we have learned V1 or yes or yes, or do not, don't or doesn't, do not or does not. If they are contained in the sentence, it is present indefinite tense. And in the present indefinite tense, if we wish to change active to passive, we have to take help of am, is, are. And all the principal verb will be past participle. Past indefinite tense, if our sentence is past indefinite, how can we know it is past indefinite? If the principal verb's form is V2, that means past form, we have to take help was, where, all are sent. In the future indefinite, or if we see the modal auxiliary in the assertive sentence, how can we change active into passive? We take modal auxiliary directly or without sense, then we have to use additional be, and all the principal verb will be past participle. Now, dear students, today we are going to learn next tenses. Continuous. So all the continuous I have mentioned here. If it is present continuous, you will easily find out present continuous. If in the sentence contains am, is, are and principal verb adding ing, it will be present continuous. If there is was, were and principal verb added ing, it will be past continuous. Shall be, will be future continuous. In the continuous tense, we have to take the help of additional being. So, how can you sense the auxiliary? That means the auxiliary. The auxiliary will be set automatically in the passive group, passive form, and then we have to use additional being. After being, we have to turn the principal verb into past participle form. In the perfect tense, have, has, had, have, has, and added past participle form of the principal verb. Had and principal verb will be past participle form. It will be present perfect and it will be past perfect, and this will be future perfect. So in the perfect tense, what task we have to do? We have to use all the auxiliaries that contains in the active voice. Then we have to take the help of been. In the perfect tense, we have to use additional been. After been, we have to turn the principal verb into past participle form. So dear students, already we have learned, if we wish to change active into passive, we have to change three parts of the sentence. Object will be used as a subject in the passive voice, and subject in the active voice will be set as an object in the passive voice after, by, to, with, etc. So dear students, shortly you can turn or you can recall shortly am is arbitrary, present indefinite, was arbitrary, past indefinite, being arbitrary, continuous, being arbitrary, perfect, be arbitrary, modal. This is the short form of the passive voice. This is the form of the passive voice. This is the mark of the passive voice. If you wish to find out the passive voice, and if you recall the short form, you will easily all the tenses, you will remember it. You will find out what kinds of tenses of the passive voice is. Am is arbitrary, again I repeat, am is arbitrary, present indefinite, was arbitrary, past indefinite, being arbitrary, continuous, being arbitrary, perfect, be arbitrary, modal. Dear student, recall, am is a, was are, being, been, be. These auxiliary verbs are absent in the active voice. These auxiliary verbs are absent in the active voice, but in the passive voice we have to use them of the related tenses. Let's, dear students, go to practice and see some examples. Dear students, now I will present yourself, or I have presented you in front of you about some examples on the basis of all the tenses. Dear students, please recall, subject I, if in the active voice subject I will be of me. In the passive voice, we will be us, he will be him, she, her, they, them. Except them, all the subject or object, there will be no sense. Dear students, please recall it. Now, example, I play cricket. This is V1, dear students. So it is clear to you, it is present indefinite. Object, subject, cricket. I have to take the help of is. Cricket is played by me. If we change only play, if past indefinite. So I played cricket. This is the past indefinite. Only sense instead of is there will be set. Was will be set. Cricket was played by me. This is the past indefinite. I am playing cricket. This is present continuous tense. Am is R plus VING continuous. So if it is continuous, we have to take the help of being. Cricket, cricket. Object. This is the subject. Is being. Played, playing, played. All the principal verb will be past participle. So playing, past participle played. Cricket is being played by me. I was playing cricket. Instead of is, if we use was or are, this will be past continuous tense. So cricket, cricket, was, being. This is the continuous form. Being played, played by me. I have played cricket. This is the perfect tense, present perfect. Have plus B3, present perfect. Cricket has been. Cricket has been. After I, we have to use have. But if the subject third person singular number, we have to use has. So cricket has been played by me. This is the additional. Been in the perfect tense. I have played cricket. This is the past perfect. I had played cricket. This is the past perfect. Cricket had been. This is the additional been played by me. I shall play cricket. This is the future indefinite or modal auxiliary. Cricket will be played by me. So dear students, in this way, if you recall this 5 words and try to recall in your heart, you will easily sense the voice active to passive, from active to passive easily. No tension to practice more and more at your home. If you recall this structure. If you recall this structure. So dear students, I have discussed in front of you active to passive, only assertive sentence. If your sentence is assertive, you can sense them. You can sense like them. You can sense like them. But if it is the interrogative sentence, dear students, this is the easiest way. If you set all the auxiliary verb in front of the sentence, this will be interrogative sentence. So if you're like do I play cricket? Do I play cricket? Is cricket? If you is here, it will be interrogative. And in the imperative sentence, we have to start taking the help of let. And there will be quasi-passive voice. There are more passive voice in the form. There are more rules. There are more exceptional examples. That with that, I will present in front of you in my next video. Don't forget to enjoy this video, this class. I hope you will enjoy. You can get full marks in the in your public examination, and in the question paper you will see a sentence, maybe in the assertive, maybe in the interrogative, maybe in the imperative, and indicated within bracket. Indicated within bracket. So recall this. Recall the short form. Recall the short form. You can easily sense. You can easily sense the voice sense of the principal verb on the basis of the tenses. On the basis of the tenses, and recall the structure of the sentence. Only 3: assertive, interrogative, imperative. So I wish for your better future. I advise you to practice more and more. I advise you to stay at home, to take balanced diet. I advise you to drink pure water. I advise you to make clean of your home and your environment. I wish Allah will help you. Allah will give you ability to live well and to be healthy. Thank you. Wishing you all the best. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.